As an advisor, I come across the comment that ISAs are a crappy product. This comes from people I know down the pub, this comes from clients, middle-aged people, people just starting out their investing career. In the next few minutes, I want to explain to you why that really isn't the case. What is an ISA? An ISA is an individual savings account, and simply put, it's a tax wrapper. It's not a product in itself, which is where the view comes from that it's a terrible product, and it pretty much protects your savings or investments, be that cash or stocks, from the tax man. That can be through interest, dividends, or capital gains tax. The government are generous enough to allow each individual person to invest or save £20,000 per year into an ISA. However, that does not roll over. It's a use it or lose it policy. So why not make the most of it? There's four main types of ISA, that being a cash ISA, a stocks and shares ISA, an innovative finance ISA, and a lifetime ISA. You can also have a JISA, that's called a junior ISA, but that's a separate story. The main reason I think people believe that ISAs are a crappy product is because they hold a cash ISA. Simply put, you're protecting from interest on your savings. You need a rather large pot to generate any sort of income from savings, and therefore they think it's a low return product. If you then choose to invest in a stocks and shares ISA, depending on the risk category and the type of investments you hold, we're going to see a much larger return and therefore a happier client. The innovative finance ISA is a very specialist niche type of ISA, and that's for peer-to-peer lending. Again, we can cover this in another episode. And lastly, the lifetime ISA, which has become a really popular product because you and I watching these videos, we're probably trying to buy a house, we're probably on the same journey, it's quite hard. A lifetime ISA aims to bridge that gap by offering a government bonus of 25% when you invest in that product. Again, we'll save that for another story. So who can open an ISA? You have to be a UK resident or a Crown servant, and generally speaking, 18 years of age. ISAs in general are a really simple product. The only thing you have to be wary of, especially doing this by yourself, is that you can only open one of each ISA in every tax year. And that's the same for contributing. For example, if I was to open a stocks and shares ISA this tax year, I couldn't then go and open a second one. I'd be breaching the rules. Likewise, if I had two stocks and shares ISAs from separate tax years, I couldn't contribute to both of them in the same year. However, that doesn't stop you from, say, investing £10,000 into a cash ISA and £10,000 into a separate stocks and shares ISA in the same year. They're the main rules you need to be aware of when investing in ISAs. ISAs generally are your bread and butter account. They're so simple, they're so easy to open, especially in 2021. You can do this through your current bank, you can do it through a new bank, or you can do this online. And that's why I believe everybody should have one. You can start from as little as £1 with some providers, and as I said, you can contribute up to £20,000 per year. In terms of cash ISAs, it may not be needed because there's certain allowances that mean your savings, unless they're a really large pot, won't go over these thresholds. But a stocks and shares ISA is, in my opinion, one of the best products you can have. You might not be saving vast amounts of money as a sort of millennial or a young person saving for a house, but these do grow over time, and I think it's good discipline to get in the habit of doing that early on. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you learned something. See you at the next video.